for having me today.
Welcome to Soul, Light, and Body. How are you guys doing today? Happy Friday or happy Thursday, happy Saturday, wherever you are in that part of the world. And today we got such an interesting topic, emotional well being. Because we go through different emotions, and how are we really dealing with those emotions? Today we got Dr. Amrutha, and she's going to help us to really understand how we can really deal with stress, depression, anxiety, and if we are going through some sort of disease, she's going to help us to really understand what modality she normally use to help people to go through these different processes. How are you showing up in the world? Are you continue to do your journaling? Are you showing gratitude? Because many times we don't even stop to show gratitude and be grateful for life. What are some of the things that you're telling yourself when you stand in front of that mirror? Are they nice things or are they not so nice things? What modality are you using to help you to focus each day? Dr. Amrutha is here to let us know that yoga is one of the ancient practices that is being used to help so many people around the world. So whatever you're going through today, just get a notepad and a pen and sit back and ride with us for this 1 hour because you're going to get so many nuggets and gems this morning. How you can really help yourself. This is a self-help project for you. How you can help yourself if you're going through depression, if you're going through stress, because all these things change the body. The way how the body function, all these things change the body. If you're under stress, it changed the body and it results in diseases. If you're under depression, it changed the body. The way how you function, the way how you show up in the world, it changes it. Because you will understand this morning that it could alter the way how you feel, could alter your hormones in your body. It could affect your gut. So many things. But when Dr. Amrutha explained everything this morning, it will really help you to understand what are the steps you need to take in order to live a balanced and fulfilled life. It is super important. We show up in the world and we're not showing up fully because we're going through something. Some stress we're going through, some anxiety or depression we're going through. We're not showing up and being authentic. So this morning, we are here to really help you to understand certain things that you can do in order to help yourself. How is your breathing? How are you breathing? Because your breathing affects your thinking. It affects your thinking. but I'll leave the rest for Dr. Amrutha to explain to you. I am Karen Pascal, holistic health and wellness coach, and a co-author of 2 ebooks with my sister Joan Williams. And we also have a digital magazine and a hard copy magazine. And if you have not subscribed yet, please go to the comments and subscribe, because there are beautiful pieces that you will learn so much of things from. So go in the comments and subscribe, and you will receive this beautiful magazine. Also, we are here just to help you on this journey called life. Grab a glass of water, your cup of tea, your green juice, your notepad, your pen, and just sit back and ride with us for this 1 hour. I'll now hand the mic over to Miss Joan. Joan, take the mic.
Thank you so much. Great opening as always. Hi everyone. I see Mike Beverly is there. How you doing? Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
Today is Friday. Some work week is ended. For some work continue working on the other days. But how are you doing today? Is life moving in the way that you would like it to be, or you would like to see something different? You want to see some changes. I know we all almost conclude the month of August, the 8th month. Time went by so quickly. We're moving close to the conclusion of 2023. How are you feeling? How are you managing? Are you able to accomplish your goals that you've set out in the beginning of 2023? Or you had to stop short because different things might have happened in your life? But today we're here to tell you we got an amazing guest who's going to guide us through this process, talking about emotional well being and help us to understand yoga on a deeper level. Are you showing yourself love? Are you showing yourself compassion? Are you reminding yourself when you look into the mirror to let yourself know that you're special? You're unique. You're one of a kind. Yes, you are. Because how we talk to ourselves is so important. And are we stepping out in the world with our greatness? Or are we functioning on all our cylinders? When we show up in the room, how do we show up? Do we show up with our power, our greatness, that we can make that impact? That when you leave that room, let's say it's a workshop or whatever, masterclass or whatever, when you leave that room, what the audience or the guests walk away with? Do you leave them with something that they can practice for themselves that can make a difference in their lives? Are you setting those intentions? Because setting your intentions are so important, it's super important. And setting your intentions with clarity. We got to be clear as crystal with our intentions. And then when we set those intentions, we got to move with a level of confidence. Be assertive. This is what I want. This is where I'm heading. And just be about it. Just be about it. Love yourself. I want to talk to caregivers this morning. We know your jobs are challenging, whether you're a professional caregiver or you are a family caregiver. We're sending you love and light because you're doing a special job. You're doing a great job. You're caring for your loved one, you're caring for your patient. And don't forget, take a little time for yourself. Get out into nature. Practice some level of modality, but it's meditation, yoga, as we're going to talk a lot about yoga this morning, or whatever it is. But take some time and don't forget, nourish yourself. Stay hydrated. Take good care of yourself because this is the one body, this is the vehicle that we travel through life with. And so, you know what? We got to take good care of it. So, my name is Joan Williams, holistic health and wellness coach and co-author of the 2 ebooks. And our gut health book is very amazing, our ebook. And it really talk a lot about microbiome and the kind of foods and stuff like that, because we went to school, we graduated from IIN, we did gut health course. So if you think that that gut health ebook can benefit you, message us. We'll send it to you as a gift. That would be a gift from us to you for supporting us. Now the moment has arrived where we're going to talk about all about emotional well-being. And our amazing guest, Dr. Amrutha, sorry, she's going to share her inspiring journey because she is a researcher in med. She has her doctorate in yoga, and she has 10 times world record hold. She's a 10 times world record holder, and she's a yoga certified therapist. And she's going to talk about you. You will be blown away about the things Dr. Amrutha can do with her body, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about food and some of the things we can focus in to help ourselves if you suffer from depression, anxiety, all those stuff that challenge us sometimes in life. She's going to help us. She's going to take us on a journey this morning. So sit back in your comfortable chair, relax, take your nuggets, write your notes down, and you can always catch us back on the replay if you miss anything. Dr. Amaruta, welcome. Thanks
Hi,
for saying yes.
Hi, Karan. Thank you so much for having me here today morning, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. I'm just very much excited to share my experiences with you both and with all my friends and brothers and sisters out there. Yeah. So actually, emotional well-being is more than what we think. Actually, like I'm sad now, I'm happy now. It's not about this is not the emotional well-being. How our mind reacts to the information that we get. It's all about the emotional well-being, and it's a journey. It's not a immediate process. No, it's not a medicine, something like that. It's a journey of it's a process that we gain. Very much happy to be here in this wonderful morning, and I'm very much excited to share my experiences.
We're happy to have you here, and thank you for saying yes, coming from someone who's going to enlighten us all about how we can really help ourselves as an individual to stay balanced in our lives. Talk to us about how you really got started on this journey. We know that you're focusing on the research in metaverse, and you have your doctorate in yoga, and you hold all these world records. We're gonna dive a little bit deeper in that. And you're also a certified yoga therapist. Talk to us how this journey got started. What has inspired you to navigate your life and your journey to this point?
Yeah, actually, my journey with yoga started at age of 10. My mother, she's doctorate in yoga, and my mother's colleague is Dr. S. Natarajan, and he is also a trainer, and he's also doctorate in yoga. And both of them have trained me from 10 years of age, and I just loved being doing yoga. No, initially I thought it's like my identity. When I go to school, all will be saying, oh, you she's a world record, sorry, she's a yoga girl, and all these competitions she went, and she won many championships, all these things. So, and later, when I started performing, I got my immune power, more immune power, when other children used to get a cold and fever every month, and I used to get only once a year. Only one time fever, I will be getting one fever 1 year, like yearly once. It's like an annual pack. So my mother stopped doing yoga. You have to continue doing yoga, and I just continued doing yoga, and it became part of my lifestyle. And I went to many organizations and ashrams to do my yoga courses, and I just tried all kind of schools of yoga. No, there are different types of schools of yoga. Like I tried being a traditional hatha yoga to artistic yoga, rhythmic yoga, and Shivananda school of yoga. All this Vivekananda school of yoga. I just tried all this different types, and I just be allowed being doing yoga. No, it's not like something I spend time separately. It's part of being me. So I just enjoyed this entire journey, and it goes on still now.
How can you, thank you for sharing that. How can you say yoga benefit us as a human being? How does it benefit? What are some of the benefits that you gain out of practicing yoga?
It starts from a physical level. First, we will feel the lightness in our body when we perform yoga. If we have an intense workout for 1 hour, in that night you can sleep so peacefully without having any stress, anything in our mind. It does that magic in our body and mind. It gives us that satisfaction of doing a good thing to our body, and it does some magic in our body basically. When even if a person is doing a yoga for first time, they can feel that change. Whatever the pain in their body will be cured. It's a magic. And the second thing I noticed when after doing this world record, I noticed like it gives us this mental stability, confidence, and the focus. Like if I decided to stay in a pose for 30 minutes, I will be staying in that pose for 30 minutes without any distractions or diversions. There will be no second thought. I will be focused. I will be focused with that practice of maintaining in a pose, and it gives us this mental strength basically. Because
So,
I was doing a continuous world record for 27 hours 30 minutes. It was my longest duration of performing a world record. And and usually we know when we are sitting in a class or when we are doing something, we will get hundreds of thoughts in our mind, like whether we should continue, whether we should get up. you know we used to get all these thoughts, right? And while performing this 27 hours, even all people around me will be sleeping. And I will be like, oh, all are sleeping, but I'm doing, but I still enjoy this process. I know, I get to know about my mental stability and my willpower that time. It's,
wow.
yeah, it's that power. I feel like that.
So,
Wow.
I mean, just sharing, and before I toss the mic to Karen, it's talking about, I like how you explain our mental strength that give us stamina. And we have the power because if you are able to do your 30 minutes, 27 hours in different poses and able to just hold that position, whether it's bending or whatever you're doing, but you're able to hold that position, but you're able to use your mental to keep you in that space. So we have the power to do that, but we have to able to develop that over a period of time to really attain that, correct?
Yeah, that's true. It gives us that mental stability and focus.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Tom.
Wow.
You
Wow.
very well, Karen.
You know, listening to you, Dr. Amrutha, it helps us to really understand that our mental is so important,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And if our mental is not there, it can really help us to really balance ourselves. Because we a lot of times you find people are going through different things, like depression, anxiety, so much of stuff, and it affects your mental. And once it affects your mental, you can't function the way you want to function, because your brain become clouded, foggy, and you can't focus, you can't think properly, right? So you really are helping us to understand that yoga is one of the modalities that we can use to help ourselves. That's bring me to this question. The word yoga is derived from a Sanskrit word meaning what?
Huge.
Pardon me?
It's a union. It's a The word yoga comes from the word huge. Huge means union, union of mind and body, and union of our thoughts, union of our soul with our supreme soul. It can be anything like the oneness, the focus we get. So,
Wow. And what go ahead,
yeah,
sorry.
no problem. Actually, this emotional well-being, I choose this topic, emotional well-being, because emotional well-being is the basic state that determines our physical well-being, how we our social well-being, how we treat others, how we react with others. If our emotional well-being is strong, we are happy, we are peaceful, we are strong, we will treat others happy, and the persons with us will be peaceful, and they will feel that energy from us, and our energy impacts our environment. These five elements in our nature, even that gets affected when we get angered or depression, our anxiety, it affects our environment, our nature. So the basic, the seed of every well-being, the universe is ourselves. The emotional well-being, the happiness, the calmness, the energy that we feel within ourselves.
Wow, that's absolutely and truly amazing. Can you explain the 26 postures and what is each posture help the body with?
What are the postures? Like,
Yes, the different postures
yeah,
during yoga. Can you explain the different postures
sure.
and can you let us know what posture help the body with? The different postures. Yes.
Yeah. Actually, in yoga, we have 84 lakh of yoga postures. And this 84 lakh means our the creatures in our universe has 84 lakhs of there are 84 lakhs of creature in this universe, like from starting from amoeba to a big dinosaur, maybe giraffe. All these are there are 84 lakh including humans. So we have yoga poses for each of these creatures. We have around 84 lakh of yoga poses, but in existence we have around 600 plus yoga
Uh-huh.
poses that we practice daily in day to day use. And we were in a mission of collecting all these yoga poses. I'm somewhat greedy to collect all this 84 lakh of yoga poses, and I just want to perform all these yoga poses. So I, with the help of my mother and my yoga guru, Dr. S. Natarajan, we three combined and we researched all these yoga pushes from temple and from different sources, no, and we collected first around 1008 yoga postures, and I performed this 1008 yoga postures in 27 hours 30 minutes as a vegan yoga marathon. And we collected some more, and we did around 1008 2008 yoga postures, 2008 or 18 yoga postures in continuously in 3 hours in Malaysia. So it was one of my world record. So beyond that mission, actually in yoga, this yoga postures are divided based on the purpose. Like some postures, a meditative postures, when we perform meditative postures, we will we will be getting a calmness in our mind. For example, if we perform the lotus posture, or if we perform this vajrasana, it's like a diamond pose. So when we perform this pose, our spine will be straight, our head will be straight, our because the spine carries our nerves, the nerves that carries oxygen and blood to our entire body. So when we perform this lotus pose and diamond pose. These are the basic meditative postures. You can see many siddhas will be sitting in that pose and meditating. No, our concentration will be good, and the blood supply to our brain will be constant, and will be more. So this meditative posture we use to meditate, and there are some relaxative posture. In those relaxative posture, our body gets relaxed. We will be our entire body will be so much relaxed, and we will do the relaxation in those relaxative posture. And and each there are categories according to the purpose, and based on the type of bending, like forward bending, backward bending, twisting, balancing, based on that also the yoga pushes are divided, and each yoga pose has its own benefit, like twisting. When we twist, our abdomen, our digestive system will be getting a good massage, and like it stimulates the digestion, and it's good for back pain, like our spine gets a nice twist. So our back pain, it is good for back pain, and the nerves, and the back gets nice stretch in twisting. And
Mhm.
in forward bending, as you know, we can massage our legs, we can massage our hands, but we can't massage our abdominal organs. So we use forward bending. When we forward bend, all our abdominal organs will be compressed, and it gives a nice massage stimulation to our abdominal organs. We don't do that, right? When we sit for a long time and when we walk, we don't compress our abdominal organs. When we voluntarily we make our mind and we bend forward, our abdominal organs gets a nice massage. And when some toxic, some waste materials gets accumulated in our intestine or something, no, when we do this forward bending, it automatically pushes down and it comes out. So it's very good for digestion and excretion and all those things. And it also helps to increase this pancreas stimulate the pancreas functions and all those things like that. Each asana has its own benefit, but my personal favorite is back bending. I'm very good, and I'm very comfortable in back bending postures. I did my first and second world record in a full complete back bend posture, because from my childhood I used to be the first in back bending category. So it's one of my favorite postures.
Wow, that's
Wow.
truly amazing. That is absolutely amazing. That each pose connects us to something in our body. And that is the way how we can help ourselves. If we're going through a digestive issue, we can use a pose in yoga to help ourselves. So that's truly amazing. It is truly amazing. Can yoga help us with sleeping patterns, with improve our muscular strength?
Yes, of course. Like in yoga, in the gym, we will be lifting the weight, external weight, right? In yoga we will be lifting ourselves and that's the difference. In balancing yoga poses, we lift ourselves in our hands, right? In
Mhm.
balancing yoga poses, so our by default we can choose what muscles we need to get strengthened, and we can perform the asanas based on it. So we no need to buy 5 kg weight or 10 kg. We can lift ourselves and we can develop. It's a basic. Yeah,
Wow.
that's
That's good to know.
Really amazing.
we used to. Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
that's it.
We're very proud of you, and we just want to what you're showing and what you're demonstrating and telling us is really going to help all of us as we listen on the live and on the replay. Talk to us about knowing that you are 10 holder, 10 times holder of the world record. Talk to us about it. Talk to us about, describe to us what it felt the first time when you actually know that you are the first, and then you just build from there. Talk to us about us about that moment.
Yeah, actually, I did this world record in 2013. Yeah, first world record in 2013, and the basic purpose was I was just going on like dynamic yoga,
Mhm.
artistic yoga, and all this in a speedy way. No, they are just performing in. It's like a dance. But my mind, my thought, my I believed it when we perform a yoga pose for a longer time, we get a stability, like mental health will be more high when we maintain in a pose for a long time. We can feel the benefit basically. But people in this dynamic life, no fast life, they are just going with a faster yoga. So I thought we should create awareness that maintaining in a pose yoga means this asana means stiram sukhamastam. Steady, comfortable posture is a yoga asana. So it is a basic line given by Patanjali. He is a father of yoga, Patanjali, and he said that steady, comfortable posture is a yoga pose. Even if we are sitting like this, and if we are steady and comfortable in this pose, then we can concentrate and we can create a focus. That's why when I was studying, I don't know whether you have heard when we are studying, no, when a person is sitting like this, parents and teachers used to say, sit straight, keep a spine straight and
Yeah.
sit, right?
Yes.
So because when we sit like this, we will go slowly down, 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 and we will feel we will lie down and we will start sleeping, right? The thing is when we have our spine straight and when we maintain in a pose our breathing will be regulated. When our breathing is regulated our mind gets concentrated and our mind gets focused. We can concentrate on a thing for a longer time. That's the ultimate purpose of maintaining in a pose. So when a person gets control of their body they can get control on their breath and they can get control on their mind. So that is the basic thing. For this purpose only we had asana in our yoga system. Actually there are 8 limbs of yoga. Niyama yama is it's about discipline and how is our mental stand, and we should not steal or we should not have ego, like that. First 2 levels, and third level is asana. Asana is maintaining a posture, doing performing a pose with our body to get control of our body. You see when we are meditating for years together, when siddha saints used to meditate years together, right? When they are sitting and meditating, if the body says, see, my back is paining, my hand is paining, when we hold this for a long time my hands are paining, means our mind will not get concentrated, no focus, no, to get control over our body. We started doing asanas. After doing asanas, once we are okay with our body, we used to do pranayama. Pranayama is
You
breathing
breathe in.
practice. So when we do breathing, our body and breath will be taken, will be controlled. And after that, we control our mind. We get focused. Dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. Samadhi is the final stage in yoga. So this is the basic step, and people are just ignoring all these things, and they just want to be happy. That's thing, no. So to create a stronger base, I just start to perform this yoga pose. And this Lagu Ajarasana, my first world record was in Lagu Ajarasana. It's a complete back bending posture. It's an unusual pose. It looks like camel, right? It's a camel pose, advanced camel pose. It's my one of my favorite pose. So I decided to perform this pose, and for my first world record I did for 7 minutes, and for second world record I think I did for 20 minutes, 20
Wow.
minutes. And so this were my first and second world record. And my third world record was in complete plant-based diet. One of my close circle relative got diabetic, and from a conference, we came to know that the diabetes can be reversed with a proper diet. And I was so much shocked because it's like a ceremony in our places that when a person gets 39 or 40, that person will get diabetic. If a person is not getting diabetic, something is wrong in their body. It's a common thing, right? People used to say, "Well, you still getting get diabetic. How come it's how come you are not getting diabetic?" It's a common thing. So I got to know diabetic is not a common thing, and it's a lifestyle disorder. From that conference, I got this knowledge. So we thought diabetic can lead to heart problems, and it creates all these things. No, diabetic is the initial thing that our body says something is wrong in your body. You need to change what you're doing now. Something is wrong, and we take this alarm as we treat this alarm with a pill, daily one pill. If we eat sugar and if we eat chocolates, something sweet, we take two pills. That's the treatment. So we are treating like that. But I I thought we can, if we can reverse diabetic, everyone will be healthy around us, right? It's a basic issue that we face in our life. Diabetes is a basic issue. So I thought we should do something for this, and I did this 1,008 yoga poses in 2 hours to prove that having a plant-based maintaining a plant-based diet, we can have a good stamina and good endurance. Because when I decided to do to maintain a plant-based diet thing, people around me, even my grandma and all my relatives used to say, see, if you leave milk, you all your bones will be collapsed. And you will be very weak. You can't walk, you can't run. So I said, no, no, I'm very strong, I'm very happy, and I'm very strong. When I started following plant-based diet, raw plant-based diet, I felt lightness in my body. I felt like flying. I felt, wow, it's so good. Even my sleeping time was reduced. I'm not tired. It was a great change to me. And I felt so many changes in myself, and I thought I should maintain this. So I did 1,008 yoga pushes in 3 hours to prove that I'm very strong, I'm okay, I'm normal. So I did my third world record, and this was my fourth world record. My fourth world record was about vegan yoga marathon. I thought, why not, if we can do this 1,008 yoga pushes in 2 hours, 30 minutes or 45 minutes continuously without getting exhausted, why can't we do this for 24 hours? And yeah, it slowly extended to 27 hours, 30 minutes. I maintained in each pose, I was just maintaining for 30 minutes, 40 minutes based on the pose. I used to maintain in a pose, and it was a wonderful experience. I started at in evening time, like 5 o'clock something. I started like 4 p.m. 4 p.m. We started this yoga marathon, and night time fully I was doing, and next day I was doing. I was
Wow.
totally okay. I never expected this. One of the greatest thing, when I was doing continuously for 27 hours, all the toxins waste accumulated in my body came out. So I was oh, see, see, I felt, oh, I thought, when we do this things, no, our internal system gets cleaned up. It's a This accumulation of toxins is the basic reason for cancers. They have proven that. So it's good, right? When we do for 27 hours and all the things comes out, it cleans up our body. I felt good after doing that. And the very next day was my exams, and I just traveled on a train. I am not tired because I finished this world record at 7:30 p.m. And just on the night I took a nice good sleep, and next day morning 10 a.m. I just went to my college, and I started doing my exams. And I thought I need a rest for 2 days, but my body was completely okay, right? It, I was just shocked with this. So I like this record. This is my one of my favorite personal favorite world record. I felt proud of myself
It's
after
just
doing it. Yeah, it's my favorite. And my fifth world record was about performing um, sun salutation continuously for 108 times without any break for in 18 minutes. Sun salutation, we have sun salutation. We have 12 steps in sun salutation. When a person doesn't have time to perform asanas, usually in yoga asanas, when we decide to perform a yoga session, it takes minimum 45 minutes to 1 hour, right? Because we need to warm up our body first, and then first we need to prepare our mind mentally. We need to prepare, see, for next 50 minutes I'm just going to move my entire body without any complaint. I'm just going to do asanas, right? We just make up our mind, and then we do some relaxations, and we do some warm up. It takes 20 minutes of time, and after that when we do forward backward bending, lying, sitting, all these asanas, it takes entire 45 minutes to 1 hour, 1.5 hours we take. But when a person doesn't have time, all this time 45 to 1 hour, if they doesn't have this time, they can perform this sun salutation for 6 times minimum. It will do it will give this result of practicing when a person doesn't have time. Because this, while performing this sun salutation, our entire body gets involved in this 12 steps. From our head to toes, we involve all our entire body in 12 steps. So I performed this 12 steps for 108 times continuously, and then in 18 minutes. Kind of, it's kind of like it's running so fast, right? It's like our energy while performing this yoga world record. Also, I was maintaining in a complete raw plant-based diet. Complete raw plant-based diet, like I used to have smoothies, sprouts, nuts, and vegetables, carrot, like carrot, all these things. No, I used to have only raw, uncooked food, and I
Uh,
felt so good.
wow.
Like for 8 months, I was just maintaining in this diet, and all these three world records are were in a complete raw plant-based diet. My entire body was just like flying. It is not like walking. It was like flying. It was a, and even while having this plant-based diet, maintaining this plant-based raw plant-based diet, no, I felt like I got my intuition more in this time. My my intuition was very high. I used to say my mother, see, Amma, I have this intuition. I have this thought coming in me, and I think it's going to happen, and it happens. The power inside me, it comes up automatically, right? I used to say, till now I remember all these things. I love to be in a plant-based diet. So, and my sixth world record was in Aqua Yoga. I did 108 yoga poses in floating without keeping the legs down in water. I just performed 108 yoga poses completely in floating without any break. Uh, this concept I got inspired from my one of my grandma. Because my grandma has so many sisters, sisters, cousin sisters, all the sisters, no. And one of her, she had cancer at that time, and she was not physically stable, like she can't move, right? When we all cousins had a get together, no, there was a swimming pool, and I was practicing yoga in water. I just thought how it will be when we do yoga in a water. So I was just doing stretching and all these things. And she came up and said, see, Ma, I also can. I think I also can come and practice with you, she said. And she get into what? water, and she did some yoga poses with me in water. And when she comes up again, she said, "See, I walk so fast. I can feel some changes in me. I feel that difference before aqua yoga and after aqua yoga." Then only I thought, oh, it creates impacts. It get to be playful manner, no, it is not like a serious thing. I should try aqua yoga with my grandma. It was not my plan. It was something that happened eventually. And I thought, oh, it has so many powers. And then only I googled what is the power of water, and how the water can increase the flexibility or power, and how it increases the muscle strength, and how it happens. I just came to read all these things, and I came to know about the buoyancy force, and how our body feels inside water. And I started exploring more, and it is a great result for obesity, and even paralysis patients. They can do asanas in water, because their body will feel very light, and they can move easily, they feel so much nice difference. So I just loved aqua yoga. And in India that time, people are not aware of aqua yoga. They used to say, I don't know swimming, I don't know swimming. And I said, no, you don't need to know swimming. You can just stand in the water and you can perform asanas. That's it. You no need to float, you no need to swim, you no need to go underwater, above water, no, nothing. You can just stand and you can just perform asanas. So for that purpose, I did this 108 yoga postures in aqua yoga. That's the thing. So next one was my seventh world record was in Malaysia. It was around 2018 yoga postures in 2018, I think. In 2018, for this number counting, I just performed this yoga postures continuously, because first I did for 1008 yoga postures, and second I did for 2008 18, and this because as the day passes, we are just forgetting the poses, and this yoga poses gets so limited. Now in currently in a normal yoga studio, a person maximum persons are practicing around 600 yoga poses. It's so less, right? So I just wanted to collect all yoga poses, and in that mission I did the seventh world record in Malaysia for 2000 in 2018. So it was my seventh world record, and my eighth world record was I think just a minute. So my eighth world record was in Great Wall of China. It was one of my wish. It's like a wish to perform my world record in all wonders of the world, no. So so I don't know, it's a big wish or it's a it's okay, but I just had a wish in my mind. I thought I should do one in India, Taj Mahal first, I thought. But we were invited in China for taking classes, and I said, "Why we are going to China? If we miss Great Wall of China, how how it will be?" So I thought we should do this yoga pose in Great Wall of China, and it was my eighth world record. And it was somewhat different experience, because it was so cold that time. I went in winter, and waters were freezing there, and it was somewhat. I just wanted to do warm up all the time, and I had to wear I think tree cloths. I put tree cloths in cloths, and while maintaining, I was maintaining this pose for 15 minutes in Great Wall of China. It's also one of my favorite yoga thing, no. So it's a wonderful experience. And my ninth world record was in COVID. We were not allowed to travel anywhere. So I said, okay, we no need to travel. We will do in our home itself. And we had our yoga institute in India, And I performed this yoga pose. It's ekaparasana. It's a one leg pose. It's called three pose. And in three pose, all saints used to meditate in this pose. So I was maintaining this posture for 30 minutes or 29 minutes. I'm not sure about timing. I just maintained in this pose. um this week I invited collectors and officials, no, because they said we should not gather people, and we gathered them. We invited them. And I started doing my 912 record. It's good. It's good to do a world record with a mask on, no. So we used to be with a full mask on. And it was my ninth world record. Yeah, 38 minutes. I maintained in this posture for 38 minutes 35 seconds. It was my ninth world record, and my 10th world record was here in Dubai Expo 2020. I just maintained in a pose called Yoga Nidra. This pose is called Yoga Nidra. Yogic sleep. Nidra means sleep. That's a yogic sleeping pose. Yogis used to sleep in this pose usually, and it's one of my favorite pose. In my childhood also, whenever I'm doing, I used to read book, and I used to perform this pose. And um, we used to have a longer timing, no. My mother used to encourage me, okay, you do, it's very good. You see, only yogis used to sleep in this pose, you sleep. Like that. She used to encourage me. I love this pose basically. So I did this yoga pose for 22 minutes, I think, in 2021. So this was my 10th world record, and in couple of months I'm just planning for my 11th world record here in Dubai. So I'm just planning. I'm in practice now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Wow. 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 Wow.
So this all these world records are my favorite thing, and I did like this 10th world record was in yoga nidra pose. It helps to relax our body basically. It's like compressing ourselves, right? I love this yoga pose basically, yoga nidra pose. So, all these world records are my favorite thing.
Wow.
Congrats.
Listening to you explaining each one of the world records that you hold, it really helps one to understand that our bodies have the ability, our bodies are flexible. And as you said before, we really don't need to go to the gym and get all of these weights and lifting all of these weights, right?
Yeah,
We can use yoga to really help our bodies, whichever part we want to target, we can use yoga and target that part of our bodies. We just want to congratulate you as a woman.
thank you so much.
You really help women to understand that we are limitless. We are limitless. There are so many things that we can do for ourselves as women because we go through a lot of hormonal changes. We go through different gut issues. We go through so much as women. But if we can start to practice yoga in our lives, we can really help ourselves in so many ways. Also, the men, too. We don't want to leave you out.
No.
You can also practice yoga and have results in your life. Whatever areas you're looking to target, you can use yoga as one of your modality to practice yoga and see the results that you're looking for in your life. You are an amazing woman. You're an amazing soul that came back to really help people in this lifetime to know that we are limitless and we are incredible beings. There's so many things that we can do for ourselves. My question to you is two questions in one. Is yoga metaphysical? And the second question, if a person, let's say, is 55 years of age and is looking to incorporate yoga now into their daily practice as a modality, it's advisable for that person to see their doctor first before they start yoga, or just start it just like that?
Actually, yoga basically it's not limited to yoga postures. It's more than that. It's our lifestyle, right? We breathe, we eat, we sleep. All this we think. All these things comes as a complete package in a yoga. So it's more than our physical postures, and people come to know about yoga, like they identify yoga as a physical thing because it creates it creates an impact, immediate impact on them. So people are just identifying yoga with a yoga pose. It's easy for them because understanding about a breath and mental abilities, it needs time. After some practice only they can understand the power. So that's the thing, and I think yoga can be practiced depending on the age and how. Usually babies will have more flexibility, right? They will be like doing everything just like that. And we know, we used to think whether I should bend now or after 5 minutes I can take. If we if we want to take anything down also, we used to think. But babies, no, they just run, they just do everything in a natural way. And all babies can do physical postures without any kind of stress on them now. um like we used to say, I need to bend front without bending my knees, I just need to touch
Yes.
my forehead on the knees.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
the criteria we have. And children, they no need this criteria, they normally do this,
Sure. Sure.
no. So the only thing, I think, the only thing is they can go with a flow. They can do whatever they are comfortable with. The Even for adults, when we take a yoga class, we say you no need to force yourself. You don't force. I should touch my knee with a forehead. It is not a criteria. You just do whatever comfortable pose, in whatever stage you're comfortable. You just maintain in that pose. After that, your muscles will be automatically elongated. Our muscles are like a rubber band, right? It comes up. It's having a elasticity power. It comes up, stretches up, and it goes back. So when a person does a yoga pose, their muscles used to get stretched up, and eventually they can bend forward for much longer time. So we no need to force anyone, and their flexibility will be slowly increasing. So it's a thing. It's a thing. Like we no need to. We can go with the flow with
So it's
yoga pose.
mm, wow.
Wow.
Thank you for explaining that. My next question to you is that you mentioned talk about breath walk and how it helps us and what we can do starting from today if we never practiced that before.
Yeah, breathing is one of the most important thing, but it is the most underrated thing that we ever took. Right? We just take it for granted. Even water, we are consciously thinking, okay, I should drink this much amount of water today. So we have that calculation. Breathing, we never mind, right? Because it is eventually going on. So, and we are not concentrating on it, but it is a basic life force. It is a basic thing that helps us to think. It creates our thought, it creates our emotion, and creates our total well-being. It's the most important thing. So when a person have a has a nice deep longer breathing, they can get a nice focus. So for that purpose, we usually say we just take some time for conscious breathing, because the entire day, whether we are awake or sleep, we don't do conscious breathing, right? We inhale and exhale, we inhale and exhale. But just take few minutes a day. Just take at least 5 to 10 minutes a day. During a work also it's okay. Just we can sit and we can just close our eyes, just inhale and exhale. we can have a conscious breathing. And after like couple couple of times, we can take a conscious breathing. We can have a nice inhalation and exhalation for moments, like inhale one, two, and exhale one, two, three, four, like that. We can just count within ourselves. Whenever we inhale, we have to exhale double the times. If we are inhaling for 2 counts, we have to exhale for 4 counts, because we will be having some toxic gases accumulated in our body. When we exhale, consciously exhale for long time, our more than our carbon dioxide, our gases also comes out. When you do this consciously, you can feel the change in our body. Our body gets warmed up automatically. You can feel the change. So
Wow.
do this conscious breathing for 5 times, five times at a stretch, and you can relax. You can, after doing this practice, you can feel a nice concentration in yourself. You can feel that if you are working and if you are not able to think, means you can just do this breathing, and you can practice. You can see the difference.
Wow. That's truly amazing. It is truly amazing. And I remember when we had our talk with you, you said to us that yoga helps with hormonal imbalance. It helps with fibroids. It helps with obesity. Oh my goodness. That's truly amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, nowadays, even yeah, 4 years of child is having a stress, right? Because we are not showing them the cartoon, their favorite thing, because we are not giving them their chocolates.
Mm-hmm.
So they are getting stressed, right? Even my cousins, they are very like they are going to their school and they are getting stressed because of all this pressure in the school. They want to study and all these things. So all persons are getting stressed, and the stress causes many changes in our body. In a physical body, it creates us obesity, diabetic, fibroids, all this menopause things, all these things. And the basic cycle between behind the stress is, imagine when we started our life in a forest, right? We used to be in a forest, we used to live in a forest, and we used to hunt animals, and we used to eat animals, hunting and eating, right? In before, when a tiger approaches us, what we will be doing? We will be standing smiling, seeing the tiger. We will be just running, right? We will be
Yes.
doing where two things we have to do. One thing is fight or flight. Flight
Yes.
is we should run. So
Yes.
these two responses creates stress hormone. It produces stress hormone in our body, fight or flight. So when the stress hormone is produced, we used to run. We get that energy in our body. We get that energy to run, to escape, or to fight. For this
Mm-hmm.
both, we need energy. So the stress hormone creates energy, and it gives us this energy. You utilize, you run or you fight.
Yes.
And nowadays, where we are going, where we are seeing this lion, tigers in our life, we are just seeing our colleague or our life partner as a tiger or lion, and you know, full time, all the time, all our stress hormone is getting boosted up, boosted up, boosted up, and it's creating, giving energy, lot of energy. And our body says, see, if you are producing all this energy, where how are you will utilize? We are not fighting, we are not flighting or running also. We are not doing any kind of physical activity, and by default our body gets lot of glucose and all these things, and we are getting abused, and we are facing all this hormonal imbalance, all these things. And especially in women's this stress, these emotions is reacting just like some anything, because according to women's anatomy and physiology, the entire body works with a hormone. They are all their mechanism is connected with hormones. So more than a man, woman has to be very stable in their emotions. They has to be very strong for the, that's why all nowadays if you see women, everyone is having fibroid, PCOS. It's a common thing. It's getting common, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even for a school girl to a big working woman, it's a common thing. Or everyone is facing, because everyone is having their own stress and own anxiety, depression, and all these things. And you no need to tell anyone that I'm having anxiety, I'm having depression, I'm getting stressed. Our body knows everything. It will just react like that, and you can see the changes in our body. Right?
Yeah.
So we have to make a conscious decision of what we think, how we feel. It's very important, but people are not considering, oh, what is there? It's nothing, but it's very important. It matters to a woman especially, because the entire physical thing and the entire life cycle depends on this hormones. To keep that
Wow.
hormone stable, we need to keep ourselves happy, comfortable, and strong enough to face anything.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, look, that is so amazing you talk about that. And we just want to talk a little bit about knowing that you are doing research in Metaverse. Talk to us about that whole world. I know before we talk to you in our backstory, you talk about helping the aging with Metaverse. And just explain to us to that all about how that whole world working now, because you're taking your research into moving it in the digital space. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, actually, I came to know about virtual reality a couple of years ago, like 2021, and I just loved this virtual reality because it shows us everything. If whatever we want, we can feel it, we can enjoy it, and we can do everything in metaverse, right? So I just got obsessed with virtual reality technology, and by God's grace, I did my computer science engineering, so I got that ability to understand that system, how it works. And I started building my own meditation kind of things. uh, the different types of meditations we used to how we used to perform. And for senior citizens, they are getting kind of stress by default in them, because when they want to go out, they can't go out, right? Without any person, they can't go out alone. And they want to be dependent on someone. They can't do all things they on their own. So they are person, they get a kind of stress in them. And they miss some moments in their life, all these things. They are getting stressed. So I use this virtual reality to senior citizens, like of age 80 and 85 above. And I use virtual reality for them to meditate in metaverse, and they're just enjoying this thing, because they are because while meditating, we will be giving instruction to our mind. See, now we are very calm, we are very peaceful. We will be giving our instruction to our mind. For us, it will work, but for seniors, no, they will be having utmost stress. And they say, see what meditation, I did all meditation before 10 years before itself I did, but nothing works. Like that they will be having mentality, no? So it helps them to show how it works and how you need to feel. It's like giving a chocolate to taste and say, see, this is the sweet you want to do. It's like encouraging them, it's like boosting them, right? So they are feeling a nice, good change after practicing meditation in metaverse. And now they are in a stage of doing an independent meditation without any support. It's I see virtual reality like a support for them to do. to do meditation and pranayama, because of pranayama, when they inhale they take very short breath and they exhale very speedily. So when they inhale, when we're using a virtual reality headset, they can see this energy going in to them. They are inhaling for a longer time and exhaling for a longer time than before. I just measured this board. I felt so much difference on after practicing using the virtual reality.
Wow.
So I'm just working on it and exploring more in it.
And what age you're working with right now? How old are these age of
Like
people?
currently, I'm working with two women. Of one is of 80 and another one is of 83,
Wow.
something 83 or 84. I'm not sure about her age, but she's above 82, 83 something.
Wow. That's
Wow.
that's truly amazing. That's truly
Yeah,
that you can shift. You are now shifting yoga to a different landscape. You're taking it to a digital age. And that is so beautiful because so many people could go into this digital age now and just have the Oculus. Am I correct? The Oculus?
yeah, Oculus.
You put on the Oculus and then you could arrive right there in a yoga studio and you could start performing these different poses if you can do it, and you
Yeah,
can start doing the meditation. That's absolutely amazing, Dr.
more
Amrutha.
than
That-
a yoga studio, they can just jump into a forest they like, or a beach, whatever
Yeah,
they like. No, they can fly and perform yoga. All these things they can explore in virtual reality.
Wow.
that is so amazing. And it's when you can take someone in their 80s and merge them with that system of virtual reality. How amazing that is. We are very proud of you.
Thank you so much.
That-
I'm just
that-
exploring the opportunities, like how we can utilize technologies to
Mhm.
take this science to many people, because each one is having many issues in
Right.
practicing and thing, right? So I see this as a tool. It's as a tool to give a boost to encourage them to perform as this poses and the breathing and the meditation. They can feel the change, right? Just
Wow.
exploring possibilities in a metaverse and virtual reality.
Beautiful, beautiful. As Joan said, we are absolutely proud of you. And we
Yeah.
feel so honored to be in your presence this morning, because
Thank you so
you bring so much value to the world to help so many people who are going through so many things at this point in time. You bring so much wisdom and knowledge that could help them to really help themselves. You said to us also when we had our little meeting, you said we give energy to everyone we meet every day. Can you elaborate a little bit on that for us?
Yeah, actually, as I said before, whatever we think matters. Even a small thinking in our mind, it creates impacts in our universe, in our environment. So when we vibrate ourselves in a higher energy, we help our universe to stay calm, energetic, peaceful, and happy. We help
Yeah.
the persons around us, and the persons in our entire universe, the human beings, all our human beings can feel the peace, calmness in them. So, while this can be done in a early 4 o'clock. It's called Brahma Muhurta time. In India, we have this time early morning from 4. Usually, we can start by 3:30, 3:30 to 5:30. We have this few time of consciousness when take when we create a positive thought during this time. It just goes like a rocket speedily, and it gets reached to everyone in the universe, right?
Yeah.
So Or to all the persons out there, we can create a good thought, we
Mhm.
can send a good vibration energy to them, we can help them to have whatever they want, we can create the peace and happiness or health or wealth, whatever they want, they can get it. That's a basic thing we do in the early morning. We used to get up at 3:34 a.m. in morning, and we sit in meditation. We get energized ourselves for running all this full day, so we get some energy from our supreme soul or the universe, and we fill ourselves with a good vibrations and energy, and we send good vibrations to the persons we meet that day. That entire day we will be having a small plan, right? We can just send all the energies to our families or to friends, to neighbors, to all the people we know, and then we can just sit above this earth, this planet, and we can see the planet, and we can just send a vibration a magic rays from top to this globe, and all persons will feel this energy. This is a small contribution. We no need
True,
to
true, true.
Yeah, yeah,
don't need you give millions of money to people. We can just send this. This is also a kind of a seva. Seva means it's a kind of service to people around us. It's not only we need to give it as a money. We need to give it as a energy. It's as a thought. It's as a power to them.
Oh
wow,
my goodness.
wow.
This is so beautifully explained.
Yeah, it's a good, we can feel that nice difference, we can create, even if you have some negative clash or fight with some people, or if you feel something bad or something, no, we can just go get up in morning, and we can have this person there in our meditation. You
Mhm.
no need to bring them physically, you can just imagine them in front of, in the above the globe, you can just place that person in that globe, and you can get power, a nice positive power from universe or supreme soul, you can give to that person. When you do this for 21 days, you can see that person automatically comes to you, and they speak so like, in a positive way. They
Yes,
have, I have felt all these things, this changes,
You're
wow.
absolutely right. Everything you just said, Dr. Amrutha,
Okay,
you're absolutely
we
right.
experience.
Because
Yeah,
we experience that.
yeah,
We
yeah,
experience exactly what you're saying there. We experience that. Every day we experience that.
yes,
It's a beautiful thing when you can get up in the morning and make that connection.
yeah, yes, yes.
When you could make that connection, when you could send out that positive energy towards your family, your friends, your loved one, or people who you don't even know, you
Mhm.
send out that positive energy every single day. Oh my goodness, it makes such a difference in this world. It
Very
makes
effective,
so much difference in this world.
very
Yes,
effective, very effective.
very effective.
And it doesn't take much, as you're right. It's not about money. It's using our energy, which we have as a gift, and pulling that from our whatever our belief might be, our supreme being, universe, because it's always there to support us. And then we can use that and just share it, just serve it up to the world. But it starts with us an individual. And just imagine if we all can take that step, how what a big difference it will be. I like how you talk about even if you're having a disagreement or with someone and it's unpleasant, you can just not getting engaged into that, but take yourself into a space of quietness, of peace, start early in the morning and bring yourself into that oneness with the universe, with supreme being, with source, and really just move the energy in a different space and create that positiveness. Wow.
when we all do, it creates a big impact in our universe.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great thing we can do for our people, mankind.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have to be our returning guest. Yes.
Yes, you have to be a returning guest. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Before we leave, can you show us the pranayama? Can you show us how we can all use this to help ourselves so we can start to think clearly?
Yeah. It's like as I said, for doing a pranayama, we need to keep our spine straight. Yeah, whether if you're comfortable in sitting down or in a chair, we can you can just comfortably sit, or you can also just lie down if you feel uncomfortable of doing pranayama, because doing pranayama increases oxygen level to our brain, and some people know they feel somewhat different. So we initially we ask them to lie down on a bed, keeping their spine straight, and keeping their right hand on their abdomen, so they can feel the abdomen is going up and down, so they can have a nice deep breathing. So when they inhale, they have to inhale for 2 counts, and the abdomen has to come up, and when they exhale, they have to exhale for 4 counts, and the abdomen has to go in. It's like a balloon. When a balloon gets air inside it, it comes out, and it shrinks when the air comes out, right? So it's like that. Our abdomen works on the same basis. So we have to do this practice. It's like we can do this for a 5 times continuously, and we can just take a break, have a normal breathing for a couple of times, and we can do again for 5 times. Like this we can just do for 10 to 15 times continuously, and we can feel a nice change in ourselves.
Wow.
That's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. We just want to take the time to thank you this morning for sitting here with us in this space on soul, light, and body, and bringing so much value to help the audience and ourselves to understand how we can change our lives, what we can do by using yoga as one of our modalities to help us to really heal ourselves. Thank
Thank you so
you so much.
much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
And
Karen, for thank you, John, for having me here and giving this wonderful opportunity to share my experience with you both. And you both are such a lovely souls. I can feel the energy, vibration, as I said before. I just loved being here. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's an honor for us to have you in this space where you enlighten us and bring us to more self-awareness, talking about how plant-based diet really help you performance in your world record winnings, and how we can focus and not to deal with how to handle negativity when it comes our way in an environment. We can really shift that. We can change that. We can get into this quiet space. We can start early in the morning where we can set that tone for whatever the day we encounter, whatever we encounter during the day, and also spread it and serve that love and share that energy with others. Because once we can fill ourselves with that energy, as you rightly said, when we step into the spaces we move in daily, we carry that energy with us, and that is how it changes the environment. It's a ripple effect. So look, it's just amazing. Thank you, thank you,
Thank,
thank you, and everyone who's watching live, and I'm gonna catch us on the replay. Connect with Dr. Amrutha. Connect, connect, connect. She's such an amazing and wonderful person. We're so pleased and happy that we have you here today.
yes,
thank you so much.
thank you so much to the audience for showing up in this space and being a part of this show today. And I hope that you take gems away from
Mm.
what Dr. Amaruta was telling us this morning. If not, reach out to her, connect with her, All her handles are in the comments below. Reach out to her and connect with her. Whatever you, if you feel depressed, you're suffering from anxiety,
Mhm.
if you're having issues with your gut, reach out to her and have a talk with her. And she will able to guide you and let you know what poses you can use to help yourself, and you can able to feel better, you can feel the bliss, and you can live a fulfilled life. So
Yes.
reach out to her and talk to her, have a chat with her. She's
Mm.
open, so have a chat with her. Reach out to her. This is an amazing human being. Reach out to her and have a talk with her. And we just want to thank you once again for showing up in this space. It's amazing that what you share with us this morning, that we can really help ourselves, and I would say turn back that clock. Yeah, we can help
Yeah.
ourselves because the way how we feel, we can pick up ourselves from that point now and move forward with clarity and know that there is a modality out there that could help us and relieve us from whatever we are going through at this point in time. So thank you for sharing with us that this morning. We do appreciate you and we
Yeah.
love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Guys, have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful day.
Hi.
And don't forget to subscribe to Soul, Light, and Body. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye bye.
We love you.
Bye bye.